Ooh, I'm pretty excited today because today we're gonna be unboxing the Sony a7 IV. So let's go ahead and do this right now. So hey, good to see you again. Today we're gonna be unboxing the Sony a7 IV. While we're doing that, I'm gonna talk about a little bit about what 2022 is gonna bring for the channel. So this is the last video of 2021. What I wanna do is talk to you a little bit about what we're gonna be doing in 2022 because I do wanna expand the channel and I wanna try and get more videos out for you in the upcoming year. So let's go ahead and crack this baby open. And what we'll do is I'll give you my first impressions of how the camera feels. So let's go ahead, crack it open. First off, comes in an all black box, except for the one side where it says Sony a7 IV on it. It's got a nice little flippable lid. We got some instruction manuals. You wanna hang on to this. Warranty paperwork, gonna need that. Don't need it right now, but gonna need it eventually. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So first off, we got a strap here. Go ahead, let me know down in the comments below whether you use the straps or not. Personally, I don't. I use the Peak Design straps. So a lot of people have asked, like, what are those orange things hanging off your camera on the side if I ever do any B-roll of the cameras? And those are the Peak Design clips because I use the Peak Design shoulder strap and I also use the wrist strap. I use both. It's basically everything you need. It's interchangeable, so you can swap it out. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, we got the USB-A to USB-C charging cable, so that's pretty cool. All right, let's see what else we got. We got our standard charger brick thingy, mabobber. Standard charging port thingy. Or also, do me a favor, comment down below, do you keep the boxes when your new cameras come in? I do, and it's mostly for resale. Not that you're gonna get more money when you resell in a box, but it definitely gives somebody a nice premium feel when they get the box and they open it up and it's like they're getting a brand new camera themselves. All right, what do we got here? We got the Sony NP-ZF100 battery, so that's nice. So now let's get to the main event, the actual camera itself, maybe. You know what, let's put the box over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but all right, let's go ahead, open this bad boy up. Check this out. Definitely like a cardboardy, feely type pouch here. All right, so here it is in all its glory. We got the Sony a7 IV. One thing I will say is I don't really like that they shipped it with the flip screen facing out. I'm a big fan of keeping it closed, keep that screen protected. Even though I am gonna put a screen protector on there. If you're looking for what screen protectors to get, I'll leave some suggestions down in the comments below. And also, if you're looking to pick up your own Sony a7 IV, love it if you use the links down in the description. They are affiliate links, don't cost anything extra, but they do help support the channel, so really appreciate that. Ergonomically, it does feel very nice in the hand, very comfortable. Got this kind of like finger notch right here, so your middle finger can fit right in there, and buttons feel pretty good, pretty squishy. We got the flip screen. Now, I'm using the a7C, and the notch is actually up here. I actually think I might prefer that, even though, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a little tough. Got to get used to kind of flipping it out from the bottom here. But I think I like having that notch up here at the top. I think it definitely makes it a little bit easier. You got your fully articulating screen right here. Very sturdy. Now, there were a lot of complaints with the a7S III, basically the same camera body. A lot of complaints as far as the flip screen goes, that it kind of became a little wobbly. This feels very secure, much like the Sony a7C. I feel like maybe they tightened it up on the Sony a7C. Kind of getting used to where that flip out notch is. What I am very excited about is that it has a proper EVF. The reason why is the Sony a7C, albeit I think it's a great camera and I do love it. One of the things that really kind of bothered me is really trying to jam that eye into that eyepiece. It was very difficult. So having a proper EVF, I think, is going to be super helpful. One of the things that this camera has, that the Sony a7C has, that hot shoe adapter, so you can plug in things like the Sony BTMQ. What, I don't know. I'll put it up on the screen now. The name of that microphone, that shotgun microphone. One of the other things that I was absolutely looking forward to is the video photo S&Q switch. Okay, so you kind of push it in and then slide it. It's not hard, but then you just got to kind of try and lock it into place. On the back of the camera, you got your C1, your custom button 1, you got your autofocus lock, got a joystick, which is nice. Don't have one of those on the Sony a7C. We got the pad down here, which is kind of nice. You can customize this too. You got your trash can, which can be your C4. I like that. It's kind of squishy. On the Sony a7C, it's not as squishy. Got your play button, obviously, to to review your stuff. C3 up here in the top corner, right up here. And then we got our menu button right up here as well. And we got the AEL button up here in the corner. When we get to the top of the camera, we got our change dial, mode dial, along with one of your wheels to change aperture or shutter speed, whichever you have it set up for. We got the other one right out here in the front. We do have a record button, which is also customizable. You can program that to be whatever you like. And then we got a C2 button. On the top here, you got your mode dial, which gives you 3 different customizable options here, along with the new exposure comp dial that is no longer the exposure comp dial. It does have a lock button on it, so you can lock it. Not 100% sure what I'm going to use that for just yet. Going to be interested to play around with it. What I am really excited about this camera, there's a couple things. First off, the EVF, as I mentioned, it's going to be nice to have a proper viewfinder. You can actually look through. It is an upgrade at just over 3 million dots. The screen on the back, it's pretty comparable to the A7C. Not a huge upgrade here on the screen. Very disappointed about that. I wish maybe we could have got closer to maybe 2 million dots of resolution on this thing. I mean, Sony does make cell phones and they do have screens for their cell phones. Give you a better LCD screen because, to be completely honest with you, as a hybrid shooter, you're gonna rely a lot on the back of the screen, especially when shooting video. What I'm really excited about is that this camera offers the ability for 10-bit 422 video. 8-bit is great, but at the end of the day, the 10-bit, I think that's gonna help out so much with the banding and things of that nature. And everybody was right, I will say, everybody was right with these flaps. I mean, they definitely have tightened these bad boys down. I did remove one flap from my Sony a7C. The big reason is because it kind of hung over where the ports were. Speaking of ports, kind of nice here is you got this full HDMI port. We also have our microphone, our headphone jack, and then we have our USB-C and our micro USB ports. And then we have a full HDMI, which I'm really excited about. Now, a lot of people have complained that their mini HDMI has broken or loosened or something of that nature. I've never really had that issue. Comment down below if you have, but I've never really had it. The full HDMI is going to be nice. It does have an internal microphone built into this camera, but to be completely honest with you, I'm probably never going to use that. And then what I'm also really excited about is you do have 2 card slots. I've never had an issue with a card failure, but it is nice to have the 2 card slots. You do have the ability to go with the CF Express A in the top, and then you have the USB in the bottom. Not sure why they didn't go with the dual card slots like they did in the Sony a7iv, but either way, I mean, those cards are pretty expensive. I mean, you're talking over $300. Now, I did buy the pro grade version of both cards, so I'm going to test that out, this camera, to see maybe could you save 50, 60 bucks on the CFA Express cards. I am excited about the 33 megapixel sensor. That is an upgrade from the Sony a7 III. I also like the fact that it's going to downsample 7K video down to 4K, which is going to be nice as well. Now, my Sony a7C does 6K downsample to 4K. To be honest with you, is nice. It is very nice. But having that 10-bit 422 color along with the 7K downsample to 4K, hopefully the image quality is going to look a little bit better. Now, I am planning on doing a couple of review videos where I compare this Sony a7 IV to the Sony a7C, which is pretty much the same thing as the Sony a7 III. Now, what am I going to do with my Sony a7C? That's a great question. Might keep it as a B camera, might give it to my wife to allow her to have a full frame Sony camera as well. I mean, I got all the glass, so why not, right? The other option is I might sell it on a website like gearfocus.com. If you're interested in picking up some used gear from my store, there's a link down in the description below. Where am I going with the channel? That's one of the things that I did want to touch on real briefly as well. So my plan is I definitely am going to be doing a lot of review videos on the Sony a7 IV. I'm going to try and put this thing through its paces to see what kind of image we can get out of it, if it's definitely worth the upgrade. So I'll let you know on that over the next couple of videos. I've also had some requests for some videos that are just basic photography and videography type videos. My plan is what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a series. I'm going to try and do like maybe a 5-minute Friday or a 3-minute Thursday or something of that nature, where we're going to give you the camera basics. So that's the plan for 2022, is really dive in, explore more video options with the 10-bit 422, move into kind of like the basics of cameraography, cinematography, videography, all those ographies. And I really hope that you're gonna join me for the ride. If you're interested in any of those things, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell notification. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, make sure you leave those down in the description below. If you have any ideas of videos that you want to see with the Sony a7 IV, leave those down in the comments below. And man, fun to talk to you, man. Have a happy new year. Hopefully 2022 is going to be way better than 2021. So I'll leave you with this. Let's have the best of 2021 be the worst of 2022. Thanks for watching, subscribing. Appreciate you. And let's go get it in 2022. Right now.